Fuck y'all.
Welcome everybody to another Under the Influence Stories podcast. Quarantine
Damn.
cast.
Quarantine cast. That's what this is.
Oh man.
Ugh.
Hey,
I hope
did you see what I just seen?
What did you just seen?
I just seen a miraculous video made by our own amazing Devin Thornsberry.
Yeah,
That was
dude.
killer, man.
That was
Loved
like
it.
that was like a 10-minute whip up. My bad if I jacked anything up. Nobody's getting any royalties. So
Nope.
sorry,
We ain't
Owen.
making money off shit.
Owen,
And
that's
you
our
ain't getting
shit.
no money off us.
That's ours now.
Yeah, Owen, we stole it. That's why you probably shouldn't just send me videos at 2 o'clock in the morning.
My favorite at the end was he's like, that ain't even the right fucking notes. And I mean, I cut that way back, but if you want to see the original post, we have that too. So
Yeah, we can always mess around and let you have it if you want it. It's a known exclusive.
yeah, I guess we got a good lineup going on tonight
We
too.
do. We have a great lineup. We have Nick Beverly, a West Noble alum.
Yeah,
Everybody should know Skater Nick.
yeah, I remember Nick. He was a good guy.
He
I love
was.
that man. There's been many times where we've crossed paths and it was just nothing but funny.
Yeah,
So
I have many stories with the good old Nick Bev. We got Owen fucking fought. Just to let everybody know, Owen fought. We'll be in the studio. Well, he'll be
no,
his face will be in
his
an
face will,
image.
yeah, it'll be virtually implanted into your ocular nerves. Don't you worry.
And then to top off our podcast tonight, we got, I would say, our most famous guest, Ninja G.
Yeah, man, I'm actually excited to see see what this
Yeah,
guy's all about.
I-
Um, I've I've heard nothing but good stuff.
he's a great guy. I've known him for a few years now. Really good in his music world. He's like us. He started off at one level and now he's up. He's climbing.
Yeah.
He goes on tour, does all that stuff. So we're going to talk to him about the world of music and how to climb that ladder.
Well, yeah, and especially how are people in the music industry tackling this crap that's going on right now?
Exactly.
On top of, showing family love, if you know what I'm talking about. But
Oh,
yeah,
y'all. So how you
yeah.
been, homie?
I've been good. I've been good. Hell, I started building a tree house. That's how things have been getting.
Yeah, we talked about that last night.
Yeah, yeah.
What are you gonna
It's
do
it's
in a treehouse?
well, it's a sniper perch, out back. We play
Gotcha.
airsoft and stuff like that, so that's good. Then, camping. Kids can go out there, overlook the pond or the swamp or whatever you want to call it. The crazy moat back there. And yeah,
Can we make a suggestion
yeah, we.
on this? Yeah,
Okay.
well, because I'm posing it now. I mean, I'm going to make the suggestion, but I want viewers out there who possibly are tuning in, possibly listening to this, possibly watching it on our YouTube channel once we edit it down and put it on there.
I'm just throwing it on there. I'm just
Here's,
gonna
hey,
toss it on there.
exactly, do it, man. My question is, can we do a replica Bart Simpson treehouse?
Yeah. Well, it's already past the point of replica because his
What the
treehouse
fuck,
is
Devin?
in a treehouse. It's in the tree. Mine's gonna be on the side of the tree. It's a whole different setup. But
What about the inside?
well, you can make the inside perfect. I can make the walls the same. I don't know if I'd want to do that because I have my own visions. Why would I want to copy something else?
Well,
You gotta
because
be
if
original.
what if the Simpsons were like, "Hey, we're bored. We're gonna watch this Twitch podcast of these two guys," and then they just heard us and they were like, "Hey, we'll give you money to do that."
The Simpsons. You're saying the Simpsons is watching it, not the creators, not
Well, the
the
creators,
animators, nothing like
come
the
on, you know what
actual
I'm talking
fucking
about.
Simpsons is watching this.
Yeah,
Uh
Homer's calling us tomorrow.
yeah, all I'm saying is, that I mean that's cool, but I like to keep things original. I do like to imitate stuff like that, when it comes to art,
Dude, I'm
but
just fucking around with you.
dude, sometimes I wish we didn't social distance so much because
I know.
you deserve so many violent assaults. It's ridiculous.
Well,
It's ridiculous.
I guess you're right about that. I mean, can't really argue with it. I would like
Man,
to because I'll be the one absorbing these hits.
you will not absorb them. You will
I
be
will. I will absorb.
you gather it into a ball of
Dude,
pain that you
when
have.
ah, what if you could go through life like, okay, so you go to the grocery store, and somebody, they're not saying anything, but you can tell that they do not like your presence by the stupid face they have. Okay, you
Okay.
could just tell, but somehow that hatred forms into like XP points, and it goes into you, and you're like, 2 XP points. Use them wisely.
Okay, so you're saying you get some sort of benefit from the hate that you have for somebody.
Yeah, because you don't kill that person
You get rewarded
for not.
for not murder, for no murder, zero
Yeah,
murder.
isn't that what we live in? That type of society
Uh, I don't
where we
know.
get
I don't know if
rewarded
yeah, I don't know if
for
you need
doing what we're supposed
the
to.
incentive for for not murdering is to not be punished, not the incentive to don't murder. Every day that I don't go murdering somebody, I deserve something. That's fucked up, dude. That is
That's
so
not fucked
jacked
up.
up. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
I
If
think we'd have a lot less murderers out
I
there.
go up to, yeah, go up to your freaking town council. Hey, I deserve at least 20 to 30 food stamps a week. For why? Well, I didn't murder anybody
I
this
didn't
week.
murder anybody. You should have
Well,
seen the shit I had to deal with.
you should already not be murdering people. I constantly
Oh,
not murder people all the time. So I should be getting paid. I mean that's high horse stuff right there, man.
uh,
Yeah, I
so
don't
of
know.
course my wife is on here messaging that
I see
she
her. I see you,
she
Leslie.
agreed that you should beat me up, Devin. Come
Yeah, I
on.
seen that. She was all down. She was down with that.
Yeah,
That's pretty
whatever.
funny. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How's your things? How's things going at your establishment, your estate?
Good, good. Pretty much just doing the little things around here to keep me sane. I play a lot of the 2K20, a lot of laundry. I don't fold it. You know what I hate? Folding.
I fucking hate folding laundry.
It's so stupid.
Do you know what I
Why
used
can't
to
I just give you a basket of your clothes? You take it to your room. When that basket's empty, who gives a fuck?
Well, you're gonna unfold them anyway, right? Once you fold
Exactly.
them, they will just be unfolded, and that's why a
Yeah.
lot of the times I wanted to just live out of the dryer. Whatever's in the
Mm.
dryer, it's all nice and warm, and it's ready for you. I loved it, but
Dude, what part in your life, if like, okay, let's say I had a magical device and we could go to any part in your life right now that you would still be quarantined, but what part of your life would you have liked to have been quarantined in?
what part of my like so any part of my life from being born now or being
Yep.
born till now
Yep.
to be quarantined, this is the perfect time. This is because I have all of this all around me. If I was a kid, I'd be wanting to go outside, play
Yeah.
with a stick, grab a frog,
That's
do
true.
something terrible with it,
That's
because you do
true.
get bored and then you're not going to social distance. You're going to do something. I'm going to go out
Oh
and
yeah. dude,
I'll
if
go
we
to
were
the
like
park. I had my bike.
17,
Catch me on my bike, motherfucker.
17, I have a feeling we would have snuck away to have done some type of shenanigans from our quarantine times. 16, 17.
Well, yeah. Well, and not only that, I don't know if we would be able to take it seriously as we would do now.
Well, we
Like,
would have took all the shifts we could have at Dairy Queen.
well, yeah, but Dairy Queen have been shut down, or we'd just be doing drive-through the whole time. And holy shit, imagine,
Uh,
imagine back then if you couldn't even enter the dining room. We'd have fucking bunkers set up and
oh, there would be so
sandbags.
much shit.
Oh, it would be terrible.
I would like it. That would be fun. But right, I agree with you. Right now, this is probably the best spot, especially because it forces us when we have our free time to think about the show and our ideas. I mean, look at, dude, if these people could see the shit that you've been sending me, you guys all will see it. You will see it, but like you don't. It's like almost like I would compare it to winning a Super Bowl. Like I get one of these messages and it's Devin doing a video of us, and it's just awesome. I want to jump around. I want to hit things, be like, oh my god, this is amazing, but
Well, that's
I
not, see
can't.
my end game when it comes to all of this is like this is a lot of testing, a lot of fun and
Hmm.
troubleshooting, especially with the equipment we have and the limited resources that we are going through right now. I mean, making it work is fun, but my big thing is I want to get some sort of skits. I want to do skits so bad, but
I.
that requires a lot of collaboration.
Hmm.
You like stuff coming from you, me sending things to you. Um, and
Here's,
that's
you
one
want an
thing I wanted.
exclusive idea I've had, and I've pitched it to the person who I think would be really funny to play the character in the skit. So, Hofferty, we scan into the studio. He's sitting in one of the chairs like he's reading a paper. Okay?
Yeah.
He's got dad glasses on. He's got a pipe hanging out of his mouth doing dad things. The camera zooms in on him. He pulls down the paper and he teaches the young American men how to get ladies in his
Uh,
aggressive way. I have this whole thing, me and him have a message
what
that
the
we've been
hell?
going back and forth with ideas on,
Oh, oh,
and
that's
he's
nice.
totally down with it.
Yeah,
But like
that's
make it like an infomercial. And I told him we could run it like a commercial. on-
well. I'll tell him that I'm gonna need a list of side effects when it's done.
Oh,
It's gonna
I
happen.
think it I think it'd be funny. But
This
yeah,
type
I
this type
totally
of
agree with you.
behavior it has
I mean,
side effects of death. What?
we, we have the opportunity, and I think we could do some cool things. We should definitely get a hold of some of you out there. If you like what we do, you want to be involved, maybe you want to write something, kick it to
Yeah.
us, an idea. We're always down to have a silly goose of a time.
And another thing is I'm getting in the Magic the Gathering arena online, and I know a lot of my buddies from school were into Magic. I'm talking to you, Ritter, Atwood, Romine, all you fucks out there that played Magic with me back in the day. Um, MTG Arena free on their website, pretty badass. I'm doing some streams on it. It's quite fun. I made myself into a card too. It was pretty funny.
Did you?
Yeah.
I made my basketball player into a card.
Really? I don't
There's a thing
understand.
in the game where you can like go to this studio
Yeah.
and like you take a picture of you
Uh,
and then it puts you on this all-star game. But what it is like you collect cards and you open them up, and then once you get players and shit, you put them into your lineup. You add all these extra stuff. They give them boost and stuff like that. So
that's
it's
pretty
kind of
cool.
like those types of games.
I saw this game once, and this was years and years ago. You would take a picture of a side picture of yourself and a front facing picture of yourself. You'd send it in, and they make a 3D model of your face that you put on the character that you have in the game that you bought from them.
That's
I
awesome.
cannot remember. I think it was like SOCOM or something, but your face was actually in
Do
um
you
the game.
you remember back when Nintendo used to have the pitch us an idea
I
in their
believe so.
magazine, in the
Yeah.
old Nintendo magazines where you could like actually sit down and write out a game? and like send it to them, and
Yep,
then
yep,
it could be
yep.
made. That's awesome. I was just you were talking about that, and then it got me thinking about that.
There's so many things that I go, man, you should make a game of that. You should make a game of that. I fucking love it. Like, Twisted's new comic, Haunted Highons. I wish they
Oh
would
yeah,
make a
yeah, yeah.
game of that shit. And make it
Dude,
like Zombie Ate Your Neighbors. Make it like that game where it's
they
a top down thing.
they do a lot of the Comic Cons off of
Yes.
that stuff, man.
Well, they're almost done with doing other Comic Cons. They do their own Comic Con called Astronomicon, and that thing is, I think they're on their third. Well, I don't think they're gonna be doing it for a while after
Oh,
all this shit going down, but they're on their third one, before all this shit hit. So, and they had everybody on there. Um, it was the last con that Sid Haig went to before he died too.
oh, really?
Yeah.
Why you gotta bring up sad things?
I don't. I say I want to bring up sad things, but I also, if you if you say that somebody died, it's meaning you're remembering them too. You know what I mean? Like you're remembering this guy. Yeah, it was sad he died, but if I said, "Hey, you remember George Carlin?" and somebody was like, "Yeah, I remember George Carlin," and then boom, he's still alive in memory, right? It
Yeah,
may be sad, but you're still. It's like kind of what you really want, isn't it? Like somebody will speak
true.
good things of you while while you're
Your
gone.
memory lives on. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I
and
get it.
I don't think bringing up sad thing like that is. I mean, depending
Did
on what it
you
is, it's not too early.
did you watch the Three from Hell yet?
Yes,
I have
yes,
not.
yes. Very good. I'd say the one thing that you will notice automatically is uh when Sig started getting bad, how much
Yeah.
screen time he was able to have. So,
Okay.
but that's
That
other than
sucks.
that. Other than that, I think say he was alive, um, it would have been amazing, phenomenal movie. You know, it is amazing and phenomenal in itself, but him alive the whole time would have been amazing. You know,
Yeah.
or had that much screen time the whole time. You know what I mean?
I really want to watch it, and once I do, I think we should have a discussion on the series of those movies.
Mm, yeah, because I have this like weird thing with Sherry Moon Zombie. She in the first couple movies, she's like a certain kind of baby character, and this one, she fucking snapped, and she was already snapped before that. So it's like a whole nother level of snapped. It's really crazy. But yeah, other than that, uh, yeah, I'm good. What
Sweet.
the fuck are
Well,
you
that
doing
that
over there? The
well,
hell?
I'm doing part of the social stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, while he's doing some social stuff, if you guys notice here, I have a little promo for HCW. HCW is our the people we mess with. They're um, Heartland Championship Wrestling, and we had a couple guys on that Josh interviewed a while back,
Yeah,
and
Travis Southerner and Tanner Lockwood.
yeah, and it was a very interesting, I'd say the least, very interesting podcast.
Well, I'm glad you brought that up because that brings us into the two new ones we're going to be having, to where we're going to bring them on like this, where we do a just a 30-minute interview with them. We have a Diesel Tracks. He's part of the Rat Pack, so that'll be fun. He seems like a fun guy. The interaction I've had with him so far,
Mm.
and Chris Owens, that guy that we got that picture of, and you were like, "What? There's nothing to mess with here. Like
Yeah,
it's
because
already good enough."
he's fucking Captain America. Yeah,
Yeah, it was a good picture though.
yeah, definitely.
But yeah, we're gonna have them in a couple few future episodes. I don't know if we'll have them both on the same night. Maybe space it out. But yeah, I think it's fun. The more we get involved with them, the more
Yeah, and that's
people
another
might hear
thing
about
with
us.
all this shit going on. It's going to be hesitant for people to do any mass gatherings.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
and that's going to be shit. That's going to go until towards the end of the year. How people are going to be. I mean, say when Trump lifts this, starts the engine of the United States again. Uh, are you still wearing masks? Are you still going to step 6 feet apart? I mean, that's crazy. People are going to
First
get
chance I get, I'm going to a concert.
at first chance. I mean, I'm going out to eat. A sit down restaurant. That's what I'm.
You can you
I
can
want.
come to my old restaurant, Devin.
I want to hear table or booth. That's what I want to hear. You know, I need I need
Table or booth.
I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm tired of being tired. It's like I want to get back to work, and
Yeah,
shit, we're down to the 21st or something like that, and that's
yeah,
tentative. So I don't even know until what may happen. What may happen
true.
in May?
But dude, it doesn't matter. We're gonna be fine. It's gonna take time, but we'll be fine. It
Yeah,
really does.
yeah,
As long as you're okay, I'm okay. These people are okay. The people upstairs at your house are okay.
we're
You
okay.
know, and Addie.
Yeah. Well,
Addie.
mom. And another thing is it's not gonna be done for a while. So, and you're gonna wonder, okay, is this influenza and COVID-19 race gonna come head to head, or who's gonna pass who? You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
when it comes to, because people are like, well, it's just the flu. It's like just the flu, and that's not the story that everybody's hearing. So if it ends up killing more people than the flu, then holy
But
shit.
so the world right now is so flooded with information, it's hard to actually know what's the actual information.
Yeah, what's horseshit and what's truth? Yeah.
Exactly. So, I mean, at the end of the day, people just, like we've been saying since the start of this, just follow protocol. Just
Yeah, yeah, just
follow
stop, drop,
proto.
and roll.
Stop,
Stop,
drop,
drop, and
roll.
roll. Yep.
Meow,
Meow.
meow,
Listen
meow,
here,
meow.
meow. Meow. Dude, I can't wait to get to these guys and see what they're
Well,
up to.
uh, we're gonna wrap up me and Devin's little cold session, our little, what do we call this? Our opening, I guess. We're gonna
No,
wrap
this
this
this is
up.
our warm
I'm
up,
gonna,
man. You got
this
warm
is
up.
our warm up. Gotta warm up. Gotta get the back. It's funny. The other day, I went to sit in my chair that we got for the podcast, and it's so hilarious because my legs after last Saturday, my legs were so much in pain. I was like, just it hurt so bad. And then I flipped up the chair, and all the bolts were loose in it. So I was thinking it because it was sliding and stuff.
Yeah,
I was thinking maybe it shifted me a little too far, a little too something, threw me out of whack.
a little too whack. Damn. Well, shit. We'll be right back. We're gonna see if we can get one of our homies on the line. Ba, ba, ba. On.
We're back, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, especially the
And
ladies. Look at this guy in front of you right now.
look at this Tom Selleck looking motherfucker.
Where is this fucking guy? I can't see you, Josh.
Oh,
Josh
you
is
just
in a
gotta look.
Turn up the volume.
Turn
Wait,
up the volume. Turn up your volume. Pump it up.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I can hear you. Yeah.
perfectly.
Yeah.
We
No, I
have,
the head things.
Well, I
yeah,
have the head things. You don't. You're on location. You're in
I
the
am. I'm on the
epicenter right
spot.
now. You're in the
yeah. But
epicenter.
that's okay, man. You'll survive. You're a survivor.
Lion's
Lig
Den.
Lig Kid for life.
Lig Kid. Oh my God! I just brought back
Alex,
100
Look at that
million.
shit.
really good.
Yeah,
Look at
there it
that
is.
shit. Ah,
There
Oh,
it is. Lig
oh,
Kid.
look.
Yep.
oh, look at him.
I remember the day you went and
Sponsored
got
by
that too. Yeah, that shit was
Camel
crazy.
Light.
Back in the
Camel
day. Yeah.
Boom.
Blues. Sorry, they're called Camel Blues.
We,
Oh,
we
Camel Blues.
yeah, we caught Nick. We caught him right in the middle of grilling too. He was
Yeah,
making
we
us some
did.
good food.
So how's oh, he's gonna take us to the grill, people.
Oh shit! Here he goes.
Here we go.
Kendra,
Oh,
you're on live, dog.
Yeah.
Don't
What's up,
incriminate
big guy?
yourself.
Look
Don't
at that.
incriminate. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's see this.
Right.
Oh,
look at
damn.
those wieners.
Those are some
Yeah,
good
all
wieners.
that, what's up?
The
Your
grill looks
breasts
good
are nice too.
Got some ladies with us too.
Oh, dang.
Oh, hello.
Ladies are live.
Welcome
Say
to the
hey to the camera.
podcast.
Yeah, what's
All
up?
right. Anyway,
Yeah, they didn't
He's like,
care.
that's enough. You only get 5
Yeah.
seconds of fame.
This is the Nick show.
Yeah.
Look at that face.
Then he flipping around. Yeah.
you guys are making me insecure about my mustache.
No, actually, I props it. It looks so good on you. Like I would
It
never have
it
thought
really does.
you have rocked a mustache that badass. When did you even start doing that?
When did I start growing a mustache?
Well, just
Well,
the
like getting in the
mustache.
facial hair game. Like, cause I've seen
Facial
you
hair
get.
game in general.
I've seen you a lot of your
I'm gonna
pictures.
say 91.
Oh,
Shut up.
vintage.
Started, started very young. That's right.
Established 91.
But
Man.
that's a well maintained stash.
Yeah, rather than some people I know that just let it fucking
Well, it's
go.
sort of weird. This shit grows all natural and shit like that. You know what I mean? Sort of fucked, really. But
Wow.
I just am naturally white trash.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Look
are
at me.
you-
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So you're still in Indiana, right?
You what?
You still in Indiana, right?
Right now I'd rather not disclose my location.
Good
but
idea.
Yeah, last I checked-
Good idea then.
You still live in the world though, right?
Yeah, last I checked, we're still here.
Yeah, that's good.
Some say it might be the end.
How are
Ooh,
you
yeah.
handling the whole new life?
That's a lot to ask. I like to say I'm keeping on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll hold
got
it
you.
down for the blue collar American.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, how what I want to know is, see, look at this guy. He's like, yep. What I want to know is, like, how serious do you think this is? Do you think we're blowing it out of proportion, or do you think it's right on track?
I think the media is blowing it out of proportion, personally.
I agree with that.
Yeah, there's certain times it's just numbers. They just throw numbers. They're
Well, that's
giving
why
you
stats are fucked, because it's based on what they're studying.
yeah, and they're bad studies sometimes because they're
Yeah.
shitty control
Personally, I
groups.
haven't watched the news in 4 weeks, honest to God.
4 weeks.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Did you know
Been
that
about
the
2.5
entire
for me.
population of the
Oh, yeah.
planet's already dead right now? And we're the only ones alive.
We're the only ones
Whoa.
alive.
Whoa.
We're just letting you know just now. So
You and
are
the
one
grill
of the few.
master.
You are some of the few people left alive. Everybody else is gone, man.
Well, it's this weird thing where I've actually been hanging out with people, as I
Yeah.
always do, small groups, of course. And I've been exercising as usual. I've been drinking beer as usual.
Well, yeah.
Working as usual, hypothetically, of course.
Yeah.
Because I'm non-essential as a
Yeah.
barber. So,
She.
what do you think about that?
I don't think I'm essential. Apparently.
You think
so.
a barber's essential?
I think so. More
think they are.
essential.
I think you guys are
Then-
essential.
Well, thank you. I think
Aw,
you're essential, buddy.
It hurt
No,
my
really, I've always thought both of you were essential.
damn. Well, that hit me right in the feeling I brought today. I only brought one, but hell yeah. So I'm
So-
talking
you'll
about.
get that.
How
Aged
is-
well, Devin.
Say
He
again?
has. He said you aged well.
Oh,
Aged
thank
well.
you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, like a fine wine, apparently. Dude, I got grays going, though. I got them grays
Dude,
going.
saying, I wear so much fucking grease in my hair. You'd probably be able to tell.
It's beautiful.
I still can't see you. Where you? Get out of your dungeon, homie.
Yeah.
Hold
Are you
on.
bad? You
Yeah.
okay, man?
Oh,
I'm
he's getting
worried
up.
about
He's gonna
him.
flick a light on because apparently what he does is he likes the ambiance in there. It's basically
get
so
it. I
people
get
can't
it.
see him playing with
So
his
what's
pee-pee.
interesting is that this supposed virus, it hates the UV light. What do you think
Okay.
about that?
Well, whoa.
We think your camera just went off.
We got 10%, dog.
Oh, he got 10% battery life. Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. So I'm
Luckily, I
talking.
work better under pressure.
What was the question again?
This supposed coronavirus doesn't care for UV light. And so
Oh,
everyone's supposed to stay inside.
that don't make any sense. Well, here's another thing though. Most coronaviruses or viruses in general like will die under high UV light or whatever, but still that is kind of a funny thing to think about. Everybody's sheltered inside where the virus can live even
Yeah.
better.
So I live here in the heart of Indianapolis and Broad Ripple, and everyone really hasn't changed. I mean, most of the area, we're only bars and restaurants, so they're all closed. Um, so unfortunately, it's only hurting small business, and people are still keep it on. You know what I mean? They're doing carry out, they're doing what they can, and they're still hiking, they're still walking, they're still riding their bikes. We've got runners out and about. Yeah, we're still out barbecuing. You know what I mean? Like, so it's interesting. I feel like for what I do, I've seen all parts of the city. And I've kept proper precautions. Just like any other flu going around. You
Right.
know, doctors right now, they're wearing regular old surgical masks. You know, so it's interesting to see all these doctors with these surgical masks. And if I was a doctor and I was actually concerned, I think I'd be the first one to get a
Okay.
mask, necessary enough to take care of the
Yeah.
supposed virus. So
And that's what's really crazy is it how the lacks of the norms that you would see under this pandemic. And normally people are fucking huddled right up next to each other, breathing in each other's fucking faces and stuff,
oh, it's
coughing.
insane.
Yeah,
So well, that's sort of
licking
the benefit of
their
coming from it,
fingers and then touching shit. Yeah. So
Yeah, I've got
this
a lot
is
of
helping
friends
us
like
out.
me myself including. Like, I hope this social distancing shit keeps happening, because you don't need to be up in my bubble anyway. You know what I mean? There's a little good
Right.
coming out of it.
Right. And it's
And
wake up.
well, it's funny too, because like what I see is I drive through my community, and it is a tight knit community, and I see people out riding their bikes. I see families hanging out. So the way I take it, we're on vacation. You know what I mean? Take advantage of it. Like, none of us can control it. Unfortunately, we're not in control. I'm a firm believer, whatever you believe in, but yeah, we can't. It's not on us, homie. So enjoy your
Yeah.
time off, spend it with your family. Um, I'm a firm believer that necessity breeds invention, and yeah, people are getting creative with their business. They're doing, like, everything is on the up. So fuck
Yeah,
everything.
hell, even the environment,
Yeah,
Yeah,
you're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
yeah, it's pretty
What
good.
do you think about the environment? Like how is the environment benefiting from this supposed virus?
Well,
Less traffic.
you got less traffic on top of did you even see what China looked like after just a couple days of people not doing shit? It was
Yeah,
like blue skies, you know?
yeah. You
Yeah,
also have to watch what you see on TV, because
That's
true,
true.
true,
yeah,
true,
that's
true.
insane.
Um,
Well, I
and
never trusted the commie last I checked, but anyhow.
yeah, and that's another thing. What are you what on when you see this? This is our
No,
only information. It's
do
our
what?
only information we have, and it's hard to decipher what's fucking bullshit,
Well,
you
that's the
know?
thing. The media, well, like, it's common sense. The media is controlled by big government. Like, it all depends on who writes the checks. So you have these, like, so why does Donald Trump hate the media? You know what I mean? You've got Fox News, you've got CNN, you've got this and
Yeah,
that, and he hates who favors his benefit.
yeah.
Or who
It's
discredits rather his benefit. And I just don't. I mean, come on, like, and I'm glad, like, I feel like everyone's opening their eyes a little bit from this. So I've already noticed, that's what I was trying to say earlier. I've already noticed everyone sort of letting down and relaxing a little bit.
Yeah.
And you can only live in fear so long, and propaganda is a real fucking thing, in my
true,
opinion.
true. And you have to you're trying to weigh this how heavy a subject it is. You know what I mean? It's like,
Correct.
is it a
Smoker's
feather? Is
cough.
it a brick? You know? Fuck, man.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard to grasp it because you can't deny the hospitals just being overwhelmed. Because I mean,
Oh yeah. Well, that's a whole nother thing. Like, people are, yeah, like, all jokes aside, people are hurting, like, um, people are really hurting, like, the economy is going to crash, but I guarantee the beginning of 2021, in my opinion, it'll bounce back. You know what I mean?
I
They're
think
saying
so.
9 months, but they always tell us the best case scenario. You know, the
Yeah.
same thing with the end of this. Like nobody knows, and well, they do know. We're just not going to, unfortunately. You know, so it'll all come to a head. You know what I mean? And everyone just needs to do what built this country and just keep being entrepreneurs and keep being independent and keep following the fucking Constitution
Yep.
and keep
Be vigilant, damn it.
be vigilant. Yeah. And
Yeah.
Follow Proto.
fortunately, I feel, yeah, like we've got younger views every day coming into politics, you know. So, dude, I about cried when fucking Birdie dropped out. What do you think about that?
That's messed up because I actually like the way that guy, his ideas are. A lot of people don't, but he's
Yeah.
got a lot of good points.
But all his ideas and things over his years in the government has never changed. He's always been constant on what he said he's wanted to
That's
do.
why I love him. That's
He
exactly.
Yeah,
doesn't
like
flip flop. He doesn't flip flop.
and people are gonna say what they
He's a
want.
good thing in politics. Like,
Yeah, I mean, we need something. We need consistency, just like you said, Nick.
The only downfall is this dude is fucking old as shit, and if he gets to
yeah,
be president
but
at any
look at the
point,
majority of presidents. Like,
yeah, I get it. I get
Yeah.
it, but out of all the majority of the presidents, I'm looking at this guy like, holy fuck. I'm looking at my watch. It's like, dude, waiting for the news to say some
Yeah, well, he
shit.
is. He's stressed himself out over his entire career because he's rallied for things that the majority of Americans never did. You know.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
I'll
yeah.
tell you what. Like, I'm definitely not a democratic socialist, but you know, libertarian. Whoop whoop. And but yeah, dude. Like the guy had really good shit, and he stood up for he did stand up for the everyday folk, and he got most of his money from people promoting him, people that actually were going to vote for him actually cared about him, you know, not big corporations. So I think the best thing that came out of it, and I think he did it on purpose, is that he was rallying for the movement more than to win presidency, you know. And unfortunately, President Trump, our great leader, is going to win this presidency because of this virus.
Yes, that I can guarantee
He's gonna
it.
claim victory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, unless some fucked up shit, like all this stuff that they're pushing out for medicine and stuff, just so negative, like people just start dying out
But
because of
look
it.
what's benefiting. Big medicine and big pharma is benefiting from this. The everyday doctor even isn't benefiting from this, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Who knows, you know?
All I know is hospital protocols better be fucking changing after this.
That's a really good point, I think, because there's going to be a lot of change in every area of business. And,
There's got to be.
There's got to be, yeah. In my opinion, it's a naive of us to even think that something like this wouldn't have happened. I think we already knew something of this capacity could have happened.
Oh yeah.
So shame on the people in charge right now and the federal government for not being ready. And I think this is the time that the money wasted actually fucking matters.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And it does. It makes me angry. You know what I mean? Like, go out and fucking golf or do whatever you want, but you add it up, it's enough mass for a whole lot of fucking people. You know. So.
Yeah. Like, well, I mean, we spent all this money trying to impeach Trump. We could have been using that money for better things, you know.
It's a fair argument. It's a fair argument.
Yeah. Well,
If he didn't, you know, violate the Constitution numerous
well,
times.
no. If he got impeached, I would have been fine. But then it turned into a waste of money.
Everyone would have been fine.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
And then it turned into a waste of money.
He's
and I'm like,
on benefits that our previous president did, as do most presidents, you know.
well, and here's
and
the
that's
thing.
the way politics work. It's not a fast game, you know. Like,
yeah.
he's
Well,
just
he
making
gloats
you out.
that I don't take the president's salary because I decide not to do it. So I should be more noble than anybody here. I decide not to take the president's salary. Like, okay, dude, you make what? You're billionaire anyway. That's like pocket change.
Well, he's very good at what he does. I will give everyone that. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's different, man. Traditional Republican is definitely not the same as modern day Republican. That's all I gotta say about that.
Damn.
I agree with that one. There's been a huge
AKA
change.
libertarians. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
So Nick, have you been listening to any bands out there?
Ooh.
You've
I've been
always
listening
been
to
some guy I followed in some music.
Yeah, okay.
I would say my collection of music has some Nick
I've always
influence
had
in it.
awesome taste in music. Fuck you. Okay, what's the question?
Oh,
Like
shit.
newer bands that you've been listening to or have seen before the Corona quarantine
I've been
happened.
listening to a lot of angry punk rock, political punk rock, F minus, a lot of
Yeah,
Rancid,
love
a lot of
Rancid.
Agnostic Front for whatever reason. Um, what else? A lot of reggae, chill me out.
Yeah,
As always, a lot of two-tone shit. But yeah, mostly pissed off punk rock right now. Yeah.
yeah,
Hell yeah. Hell
I
yeah.
don't
that's
know.
awesome.
It motivates me. I work better under pressure, so this shit's fun to me.
I
It's
used
a
to
sociopath to me, I think.
I used to get picked up by Nick in the morning,
That's
and
not
he
true.
yes it is. And I remember the day I turned 18. It was we got in the car. Nick picks me up. He looks at me and he goes, "You can buy smokes now, right?"
Everything's open in the city.
It was awesome.
Y'all small towns need to be afraid. No, I should be in the middle of nowhere right now. What do you think?
Yeah. We went and bought smokes before school.
Hell yeah.
You didn't even have to think
He's
about
a-
it. It was like,
So this
yeah.
fellow's a geologist. Tell him
Oh.
about yourself.
No kidding.
Yeah.
This is Kendry.
Hi, I'm Kendry.
Hey, what's
Hi.
up, man?
Welcome to the show.
That's
So, you're pretty
geologist.
smart then.
It's good to be seen.
Sure it is. Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, what's your idea of all this going on?
I don't know. Yeah. So there has been some good that has come from it. A lot of people are learning how to like telework, which is kind of nice. And like in previous years, like like mothers that just had kids and stuff are being told to go back to work when they can just like easily work from home. And so like
True.
it's kind of nice that we're showing that there's a framework where people can like solve these problems of like
It's a really,
like, they
really
can't get
Man, that is the first time I've heard that point of view. That's awesome.
Yeah, yeah. It's
But
like, well, this is...
yeah, at a cost.
I was just talking about that today, actually. How everything's going to be virtual. Well, almost everything's going to be virtual after this. Like business in general, I think they're gonna start looking for new ideas, and how they run their small business.
Sure. Yeah.
And like I said earlier, unfortunately, small business is brick and mortar shops are the ones that are your blue collar work is getting fucked right now more than anyone, and that's what sucks.
Yeah, but your small businesses are gonna discover this and
let's talk
adapt
that. Yeah.
adapt to it quicker than most people.
Yeah.
They're-
People vote different for sure.
Well, I hope so. That's
Well, I mean, maybe
that's
after this,
a
they
positive
still-
outlook,
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah.
At least have fallbacks too. It's like, well, in case A, B, and C happens, we have this remote workstation that we can do our work from home in times of emergency and shit like
Yeah.
that. Because most of them didn't even have that,
Well, and like to Nick's point, we should have had something in place, like we were told,
Yeah.
So, who knows? There's good that's going to come from it. It's just going to be us as Americans to be Americans and come together and make sure this shit gets done.
You're absolutely fucking right.
There's more of us than there are of them. Everybody needs to remember that on a daily basis.
So that made me think. So what do you think? I was on a walk the other day, and I ran into an elderly lady walking her dog, and she kept her distance, being her age, and we got to talking, one thing and another, this little tattooed kid and this old lady, in the middle of Broad Ripple with no one else out, and it was just interesting, and we had a lot of common viewpoints, and she was we were both talking about how like we didn't realize, or we couldn't fathom that there hadn't been more civil unrest than there has been, And I honestly, I thought there'd be looting by now.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I thought the same
Interesting.
thing.
It's like people are really taking care of each other, for the first time in a long
Yeah,
time.
it's
And
a whole different
yeah.
outlook that America is. You put this in the 90s, guarantee what you just said, Nick, we would have been watching fucking videos
It's
about it.
wild, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
now in the day we live today, everybody's starting to realize, man, you know what? It doesn't matter who you are, what you look like, as long as you're a good human being, then hey, I can get behind you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And I have noticed there's more arrests at grocery stores down here. Petty stealing, things like that, you know what I mean? But I did see 15 cop cars on one chick down here, one African American chick, outside Meijer, for stealing some fucking groceries, and maybe it's people taking advantage of the situation, maybe it's people getting desperate, and
Yeah.
actually
You're gonna have bad apples, and then you're gonna have apples that have no choice.
you know what I mean? But there's an argument, like officers don't have anything else to do, but
They don't have anything else to
now?
do. Well, another thing is, it's hard to actually commit yourself to looting when you've heard the entire United States have armed themselves to the teeth over this entire couple 2 3 weeks. Nothing
Yeah.
but gun sales and ammo sales and limiting of quantities and. Dude,
Yeah.
I know
Well,
six
we
of my
used to laugh
buddies
at
that went
doomsday
and bought.
preppers, but look at them now. They're just sitting chilling, They
Yeah.
got all their shit stocked, homie,
Yeah, the
Fucking-
preppers are all like,
My boy
dude.
Chris has got fucking 3 years of food stocked up, knives
Yeah.
labeled, guns labeled, you know what I mean? Like,
Hell yeah. It's like,
You
I've
know
been going to Costco for a long time.
yeah, exactly, right?
They
You
won't
let
sell
6
me a
in at
weapon.
time.
Josh doesn't deserve a weapon anyway. I don't know if
I
you
don't get
already-
one.
Josh, do you have a weapon?
No,
Josh,
I don't.
He can't.
You need to be careful.
He's damaged
Yeah.
goods. Yeah, we just
I'm
let
I'm
Josh
damaged
know,
goods, buddy.
Hey,
They
we
don't
just
let
let
me keep 'em.
everybody know that Josh is vulnerable.
I am. But guarantee you come here and fuck around, I'm gonna turn a broom into something.
Go snap
I've
it,
done
make a
seen it.
steak.
It's weird.
Yeah. Oh, it'll be fun. I killed a
Oh.
possum one time in my house.
Oh my
I think I
god.
saw that. Tell
Did
me
you
about
see that? Awesome. That's one of our favorites, the possum story.
It's my favorite possum story ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
we
fucked up.
I like the bandana. Do you ever? So, the case of this pandemic, people have masks around their face.
Nope.
I've always dreamt of being a cowboy. So, how do you feel about that?
I was a
I don't-
cowboy when I went grocery shopping. It was badass.
Is it fair to? Have you guys been wearing masks around,
I haven't.
or have
No.
you left the house for that matter?
Yeah.
I went to the grocery store twice, right?
Okay.
First time I went, I was one of the people that didn't have a mask, and I felt like an ass, right? And you're like, okay.
It's weird. I know.
The next time I had to go, went in with a mask. Everybody gave me head nods, fucking thumbs ups and shit. Like
See,
we
it
were
changes
homies.
day to day, yeah.
Everybody
Everyone's
was in
into
the Bloods and Crips once we got in there. It was pretty badass.
No, I have not
I've been
wore
wearing,
one.
I stay with the Crips, but whatever.
Whatever.
I've
I guess.
enjoyed the people scattering because I don't wear one. So I pretend like I'm Moses and I'm
Okay.
parting the sea, and they go through, and I can walk through the aisles, and I'm just
Word.
like, oh
I think they did that anyway.
yeah, they
Before
probably
this
did.
virus.
Yeah. You're probably right
They
about that
looked
one.
at you like he's got something. He's got something.
That's fucking mean as shit, asshole.
Oh yeah.
So you've been good ever since then, man. I mean, since this pandemic started.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
really.
chill. Still barbecuing. Yeah, still drinking beer.
Yeah. Good. Carry
yeah.
on.
Wish I could cut hair though. You know that?
Yeah, for you guys who don't know, Nick is a barber.
Yeah.
He's-
That's awesome.
I've seen some of his postings. He works in a shop. We have all the stuff. We're going to be putting it on. Nick, you want to give a little shout out to your place, or?
Yeah, I work at a shop here in Indy. It's called the Barber Studio, and yeah, it's right in the heart of Broad Ripple. And yeah, we're waiting to open up, man. Like we've worked one day this month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's interesting to me to see to see what businesses are considered essential and what are not. I'm in the service industry, so it's hard for me to wrap my head around.
Yeah.
We're doing what we can do. But I guarantee we're going to open our days up. As of now, the 21st of this month, according to our great governor, we can be open. You know what I mean? And we're looking for an update, see what's going to go on.
You think it's going to get pushed again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I
mean, they're telling us best case scenario. So luckily, I'm a hustler and I've done what I've done for a long time. And yeah, like people need haircuts. People are going to get haircuts.
They do.
Yeah. And it
Sorry,
would be
sorry.
It'd be a shame for you to cut someone's hair with a mask over that beautiful mustache.
Yeah. So I wear a mask hypothetically if they would like me to cut their hair hypothetically at their house hypothetically.
If it was just a hypothetical
situation.
If they do want their haircut at some.
This is all real. Yeah.
Well, if you're anybody in Indy,
hypothetically, I was in a mostly cash business, and hypothetically, I was 1099. Hypothetically, the federal government watching. But yeah, love you, federal government.
I love you, IRS. Love you.
Yeah. No, anyway.
Hell yeah.
Papers is good.
So yeah. we'll get something worked up, and we'll have some plug for you, and hopefully.
Yeah, plug me, dog. Plug me.
Yeah, we'll plug the shit out of you.
That again.
Woo! Well, hey, we'll let you get to your barbecue, man. It looks like
I
appreciate that before it gets cold.
Hey, thank you. Thank you so much.
You guys, and everything's gonna be okay. Keep on keeping on, and fucking do you, and amen up north, and take care, everyone.
All right, awesome. You too, man.
Thank you, Nick.
Have a good one, buddy.
See ya.
You too.
All right, later, guys.
Bye.
She's over me right now.
Well, yeah, I can see where being cooped up so long, you're gonna get on someone's nerves, even your fucking self.
It's like we just see each other, and that's it. You know what I mean? Like, I go to the grocery store, I go to the gas station, and then I'm like, I'm here with like the kids, I'm here with the dog, and my wife works third, so she's sleeping all day and she's gone all night, and I'm just like, oh my goodness. Yeah. So I've been trying to stay sane, man. I've been trying to eat healthy every day. That's like the one thing I can focus on. It's like, all right, I'm going to eat healthy, and this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to go outside, try to go for a little run every day. But that's what I've been doing, man. It kind of sucks. I'm bored. I'm bored out of my mind.
We're all bored. Look what we're doing right now. I mean, come on.
Right.
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, I only see half your head there, guy.
Oh, man, I'm not tall enough.
No, you're not tall enough. No. Damn. Well,
how's it feel?
Yeah. Oh, shit. That's a short joke. That's a reverse short joke.
How'd you like that? Came with that shit.
Not tall enough. Damn. Damn. So how you been, man? How's things going?
It's pretty good, man. Like, up until all this stupid shit went down, like, life was good. I was like, this is going to be another good year. Like, everything's going well. I'm happy. But then this shit hit, and now it's like I'm just sitting back watching YouTube videos, man. I'm like so far down that rabbit hole.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I've watched Netflix. Like I've watched it. Like you just put
the
Netflix
whole thing
as app. It just says achievement unlocked. Watched Netflix.
Damn.
Oh, damn. Okay, that's cool.
I watched Ozark season 3. Have you seen that?
No, I just started Ozark, so you can't be.
It's so good.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Jason Bateman's awesome. I love that dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good show. We've been rewatching shows lately. That's just how we've gone back into True Blood. So back into True Blood, back into Spartacus, stuff like that. So I don't know. You got to entertain yourself somehow.
Yeah.
That you do.
This is like the thing, man. Like, I don't have the NBA right now. Like, so I'm going insane. I was telling Josh, like, I'm that dude that like watches preseason games and like summer league. Like, games are on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sometimes a
Right.
Sunday you get 2 games, and it's like I'm
You got
missing it.
nothing.
I'm hurt.
You
Yeah.
got no sports at all. Is there
No,
any sport
like
that's active right now?
I don't think so. I turned off ESPN and Fox Sports. Like I haven't
Wow.
like watched it, haven't listened to it on the radio. I'm like they don't have anything to talk about. I quit listening to all my sports podcasts because I'm like it's just if
It's
there's
just
not
a
actually games going on, who cares?
Yeah, it's all speculation. Yeah, we saw
Hmm.
I seen a UFC fight with just two dudes in a ring. Hell, we saw a WWE match with no
We watched
audience.
WrestleMania.
No
Oh, that'd be cool.
audience. Dude,
We
you could hear
podcasted.
everything. You can hear everything. It's like a bunch of crickets watching the fucking
Dude, it
match.
was awesome. You could hear them talking shit to each other, calling each other bitches and stuff. I rewatched it. It was fun.
They're supposed to have that UFC fight like on a private island like next
Yeah.
week. And then the story I heard is like the executives at Disney said, no, you can't do that. And I was hoping for, I'm like, if they pull this off, then they're going to bring sports back quicker. Because I don't think they're coming back for a while.
Mm-mm.
I really don't.
And
So
it's gonna be like exhibition, some like small, like enclosed areas or like remote areas that they'll do something even remote to that.
Well, in the discussion of that, what do you think should be done for who wins this season for the NBA?
It depends. I think they're going to come back like sooner than what they probably should. I don't know how they're going to do it. Like, do you guys hear about how they were talking about they just send like all the teams to the hotels in Vegas and they just basically
Yeah,
quarantine down, finish up the season in Vegas in one location? I think that's the best thing to
it's the
do.
smartest.
It is, I mean, get everybody tested, like
Get
control
everybody
who's in and
tested.
around
Yep.
there. Test them daily too. You know what I mean? Like test
Yeah.
them twice a day. Like it's not like they don't have the money to do this. You know what I mean? So that's not a thing. Play in front of no fans and just play the games. Like
A no
that's what I
fans
want. That's
game
what I
would
hope.
be very interesting to watch. I would actually enjoy watching that.
Well, when all this started, that's what they were talking about. It was going to be a no fans for a while, and then what was it? Durant and what's his name got tested
Yeah.
positive. The
Well, like
Nets, pretty much the Nets tested positive, didn't they?
right, like half their team, and then there was like I think there were 4 Lakers players that tested positive, but they never came out and said who they
Yeah.
were. So
Hmm.
Is there any news on
speculate
how they're
there.
doing?
Uh, they're all
Dur-
good. Like they
yeah,
didn't really
Durant
come
said he
down
was
with any
good.
symptoms. Yeah, so it just didn't hit them too hard. I don't think any of them have been in the hospital or anything like that. They just basically said it kind of kicked my ass for a few days, and now I'm back at it.
Yeah.
Wow. And it's so crazy how it affects people differently. And
Oh
it,
yeah.
but you can say the same thing about anything. Like any virus out there, it'll affect somebody differently. And I'm just happy that because I know there's worse shit than this out there.
Oh yeah,
Worse shit than this. This we can handle. This is our little petri dish testing area. So I don't know.
It'll be
I
interesting.
I feel like we're
we're
living in a movie. Really,
we're like
honestly.
cool with this virus. I'm just afraid of like what's next to happen. Like shit, what if they cut out our internet? What if our like electric goes out? Then that's when shit gets weird.
Yeah,
So
looting. Yeah, we were talking about that earlier. Like, we're surprised looting hasn't started.
I just
And
really don't see it this
I don't see it
round yet.
happening. People is armed up already anyway, so that's a deterrent. And I mean, we still got power. We're still getting help from the government. So and maybe that's the reason why the government did what they did. They're like, I really don't feel like seeing the United States go on fire all
But
at once.
I can
right,
see what Owen's saying. We don't know what's going to happen. So, the next corner could be something of a little fucked up.
Yeah, I mean,
right,
but
because
I do have a
it
lot of
threw us
options.
off.
Yeah. So, we did have a question to you, Owen,
What do you got?
from Tommy Kolb.
Tommy.
He wanted to know, where was that? It was about the field you worked in. And he wanted to know how you've been handling the field you work in and being in the environment you're in.
Yeah, so like I work for the University of Michigan, and I go out and I do interviews with people who are in like social science research studies that we do. Um, Sometimes we do them over the phone. Sometimes, the majority of the time, we do them in person. So you'll go, you'll contact people who've been in different studies. So they could be in studies for 20, 30, 40 years. We come out, we do these interviews with them every couple of years. So they invite us into their home. We spend anywhere from 2 to 8 hours in their home going through just like a standardized series of questions that we ask them about their life, to learn about their family, their health, their finances, their insurance, just kind of different things that happen around the time when people retire,
Yeah.
how life changes at retirement. So I'm dealing with, on one of the studies I work on, which is the one that pays me the most money, it's basically halted. So as of like today, I should be traveling around the country, like staying in hotels for a couple weeks at a time, like doing 20, 30, 40 of these interviews with different families, like living the good
Yeah.
life. But like with my job, like we're like in my department, we're a health research organization, but we're not necessarily the same type of health, like we don't do like medical testing with people, or we're not like doing things with like experimental drugs or studying
Yeah.
like specific diseases like in a clinical trial or something like that. So that part of the University of Michigan is still going strong. They're still doing the things they've been doing because they have different rules. But the rules they came up with us, even though this is a science and what we do, it's not good to potentially infect other people. Like, for example, if I had any weird symptoms and these people who are in our research studies, I then give them this virus, like
Yeah.
they definitely don't want that. So they put this whole thing to a halt. And we generally
Wow.
have like 20 different studies going on at any time.
Wow.
Everything, all the face-to-face interactions, they're put to a halt. And really the way that I make money is being able to do the face-to-face interviews, because the ones over the telephone, they just don't last as long. There's not as many people who are eligible for those. So my work
Yeah.
hours got cut down. Like, I think I worked 8 hours this week. You know what I
Wow,
mean?
man.
So
Wow. Are you able to get any kind of compensation on that?
yeah, they did something pretty nice. They gave us a bank. Whenever we turn in our
Wow.
timesheet, we can use that 160 hours of free time.
That's
Um,
awesome.
they're going to see how that goes, because originally it was 80 hours.
Yeah.
And they're thinking it'd be like, a month-long thing to let things settle out. But then a few days after that, they're like, okay, here's another 80 because we're not sure. And they're like, we'll reevaluate what we're going to do for you guys when that time comes. But, as of a couple weeks ago, everyone's sitting on all these extra hours they can use. And I think that's what they did for a lot of the people at the University of Michigan, not just my department. I think that's kind of the standard thing that they're
Yeah.
doing for them. Because pretty much everyone in Ann Arbor is working from home.
That's
Wow,
awesome,
man.
though. I mean, at least you can say they're looking out for you.
Yeah, they are. But like I told my boss, I'm like, I don't think things are going to go back anytime soon. We're going to be extra cautious with things going back just because
Yep.
of, you can't
Just switch.
volunteer to be in a study and then have that study infect you with some infectious disease. Like there's
Yeah.
some
Yeah.
weird moral issue there. So like even if the country goes back, even if we go back, say we go back like the end of this month or whatever, or say a couple weeks after that, I don't think my department's going back to normal for like 6 months. And I think
Yeah.
even the respondents who are in these studies with us, they're just going to be cautious because they're older, they're
Mhm.
susceptible and vulnerable, and they don't really know me. It's not they only see me once every 2 years.
Yeah.
So
Maybe the government will come up with like a one-person cleaner. So like you can show up to their place and like put this thing over you and it like cleans you and disinfects you, and then you can go in there and do your job.
have you seen those things? They have them with, like shopping carts where like they made this little machine that dips the shopping cart into like some bath or something, then it brings it out so everyone gets like a fresh shopping cart.
See, there you go.
Wow. Sterilized
Just do it for a
shopping cart.
person.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
Some
wonder if I
guy
would
in
do
a
it
van just
naked.
throws a Ziploc bag over you right in front of the customers, and they're just like, "Look."
I'd be happy to get a care package in my backyard once a week. You just go online and fucking wait outside for a fucking a parachute to drop, let it land. You know it's been sanitized. No one's touched it since it dropped the fucking plane. You're good, you know. But
That's crazy.
I know it's crazy, but you know what? They're talking about drones delivering shit a while back
Yeah,
ago, and you're seeing a little bit of this and that there. But it's like in Owens Field, it's hard to just switch that machine back on.
that's true.
You can't go from okay, May 2nd or whatever, we're back up and running. Everybody roll. It's like no, that's not the
But
social norms are different. You know, we have new
Yeah, people are
policies.
different.
Yeah.
Like I was thinking like, okay, now everyone's off work, they're going to be more willing to, do their part in the study because they don't have a whole lot going on. Uh, it was the total opposite. Everyone's like, nope, not doing it. Nope, don't care. Nope, I want to drop out. Like everyone's attitude just changed. I thought it'd be completely opposite,
hmm,
but
that's crazy.
Well, yeah, and you can't blame them for it too, though. I mean,
No,
you almost feel that way yourself because hell, when I was at work, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, hey, this is a pandemic coming. People ain't believing this shit, and I'm like, dude, I just know the way that this goes, and I've seen enough fucking movies to know where this is
right.
going. So, um, and hell, when I was there, I'm just like, man, I don't feel like I should be here right now. I don't feel like I should be here right now because I work with my dad and my dad's up there and I'm like, he if he got this virus, he's fucked. And he even told me himself, he's like, that if I got this virus, I'm fucked. And I'm like, damn.
Ugh,
So yeah, I mean, you got people with those health conditions that are weaker, and now you're like, am I responsible for someone else's life because I am a transmission vector? Like that's
right.
fucked up. That's messed
Dude,
up.
so I gotta tell you this. It was my mom's birthday on Wednesday, so just a couple days ago.
Yeah.
hmm,
So like she was like, well, we can't really go out to eat or whatever because that's usually what we do for her birthday. But I was talking to my sister and she's like, well, how about we do this? How about we all go meet at like Chick-fil-A, like at the Glenbrook Mall, and we'll just all stay in our separate cars. So it's like my sister and like her daughter, me, my stepdaughter, and my mom and dad, and like my brother are in
Right.
their vehicle. So we do it, and we're sitting out in the parking lot, we're chilling, we're chilling, we're chilling. Uh, but then there's like this really aggressive homeless dude that's going from car to car to car to car to car. Like Chick-fil-A was busy, busy, and he was going up to everyone asking for money. And like he was aggressively doing it. So he came up to my car and I'm like, dude, you can't do this. There's this thing going on. Like, it's not safe. Like, my parents are older. They're like 80. You can't ask them to roll down their window and have a conversation with them
Yeah.
and whatever. So he went on his way. So, then me and my parents, well, we all go through the drive through. We order our food. We're back in the parking lot just eating, talking through the windows and whatnot. But this same dude comes back. He came right back to my car, and I cussed him out, and I told him again, I'm like, I'm serious, man, you can't do this. And then what'd he do? He walked straight over to my parents' van, and I got out the car, I cussed at him, and I was gonna fight him literally right there on the spot.
Yeah.
Like that's how bad it was. He ran across Coliseum Boulevard, and then I called the mall cops. I'm like, dude, this is what this dude's doing. He's been doing it for like an hour and a half out here. Like, why don't you all do something about it? Then 10 minutes later, another homeless dude does it.
Yeah.
Another one, car to car to car. I cussed him out too. I'm like, dude, you can't do this. Like, now's not the time.
Dude,
that's
and it's
crazy.
crazy because he probably didn't even know what the fuck was going on still, and he was doing that. So that's his standard, being aggressive, and then on top of
Right.
this thing that he may not know what's going on because he doesn't have a fucking phone or anything. Yeah, I get it. I get it, dude. I went to the dollar store, and this is like last week where I'm like, I'm on the edge of bullshit. Like I'm already, my nerves are shot from all this shit going on and worried about, the family and things. So I go to the dollar store, ordered a bunch, I got a bunch of stuff in my basket, and I come up, and this woman is sick as shit, like fucking coughing and wiping it on her hands and shit, and just coughing on her. I'm like, gave her that look like, are you fucking serious? And she's like, oh, it's my allergies. I put all my shit
Ugh,
away and left.
right.
I just set my shit down and left. I was done. I'm like, you're obviously more sick than allergies right now because it doesn't matter. You're snotting all over my stuff, and
Yeah,
I
that's
like
gross.
those. Yeah, I like that stuff, man. But yeah, it's yeah, this social distancing, it's affected everybody. It's affected sports. It's affected entertainment. I mean, work. It's hard. It's hard to shut shit down like this.
That's true. Yeah, because I
How's
was
it like? How's it mess with your guys' jobs and like your guys' life?
I'm out of work right
Same
now.
here.
Like
Yeah,
because of it?
Yeah,
yeah,
I
Because of
mean,
this
we're
whole
supposed
thing?
to go
strictly
back.
because of it.
Yeah, we're supposed to go back March, well, April 20th, but that's tentative, and which I'm thinking it's going to be March. But even then, I don't know how much work we'll have, but we'll see what happens.
No. And I work in a furniture warehouse, and we're down. We were actually in the middle of our closeout sale, so we
Mhm.
could switch over names and be a different business. But yeah, we were in the middle of that, and we had to shut everything down, and
Yeah,
shit is
I'd been
shitty,
happy. I'd been
but it's
happy if I
okay.
was still working at Frontier. If I was still working at Frontier, I'd be still working from home, and nothing would have affected me. But now, yeah, not anymore. So, but
Well,
yeah,
let's lighten up the mood, guys.
yeah, it's kind
What do
of
you got?
dead.
What do you got? What do you got?
Okay, so did you just get a message from me, Owen?
Oh shoot, I don't know.
Check your
I don't think
phone
so. Let me see.
or
Oh, there's
No, no message.
no
not on
message.
Messenger?
Just a big black
Uh-uh.
lighter.
Right.
Well, did you happen to see at the have you been watching the show?
Yeah, I caught a couple of them.
Okay, did you see this one at the beginning?
No, like this particular one. No, I didn't.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
so Devin, do you remember the other night when you sent me a video of you playing guitar?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that was not a good night.
That was not a good night. It didn't look like it was a
Okay,
good night to you.
I just sent it to you again. But Devin took that and put it into a video for our show,
Oh shoot.
and I wanted you to watch it
Let me
because
see.
it's awesome as shit.
Oh,
Let
you
me see
gotta
if I can
watch.
pull it up on my
You
computer.
gonna watch. Yeah, you can watch it now on the computer then, huh?
Let's
Yeah,
check it
I
out.
want to see his reaction to it
No, it's just a reaction video. Yeah. Yeah. Well,
because
I wasn't even hitting the right notes. Like that shit that I play
that was
pretty
perfect.
good,
That was
oh,
perfect.
it was
and
great.
When you
it
got to
was
the
so
when you got to
horrible.
the end and got pissed off, this ain't even the right fucking notes, dude. That was the best. That was the cherry on top.
It was
Sorry,
close,
I
but
was
it
a
wasn't
little.
exactly right.
I had
Okay,
a
I
little
think
bit
what
of
do we
the
got?
need to put some in my stomach. Put something in my stomach. That was getting some heartburn. All
You're
I
old.
I am old. I feel
So am
old.
I, man. I got a bottle of, like a gigantic bottle of Tums by the bed.
Man, I used to really need Tums like almost every other day, but I don't know. I'm good now. I'm good now. I don't usually have any problems. But yeah, I don't. Oh yeah, he watching it now.
Yeah, he's watching it now.
I'm watching it. It's
Yeah,
so slow.
it's
It's
The effects of
awesome as
alcohol.
shit.
So slow.
But I thought it went great with just a nice quick thing.
Dude, so forever you're going to be a part of the show.
I love it.
Like
Yeah,
that is you did the music for us, man.
yeah.
That's awesome.
I need like a retake.
No,
No. And
because
let that be your main take. But if you want to do that, fuck y'all staying. I don't
yeah,
care. That fuck y'all staying. But if you do a
anytime you want
retake.
to send us videos of you playing and doing that shit, go
Oh
ahead.
god.
Yeah, because it doesn't have to be video. I can swap it over to just pure audio and whatnot. I'm his tech guy. I'm the tech guy
Yeah.
here.
I'll put
Uh,
something special together for you.
oh, that'd be amazing. That'd be
Keep your
amazing.
inbox open.
Damn. Yeah, just send it through anything. You can send it through Messenger, and I can get it through Messenger. I take whatever in any different facet. It doesn't matter. If you send a squirrel to my house with a USB card, you fucking, I'll get it. I'll get it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Shit. So, do you got any words of wisdom for people out there?
Oh my God.
Oh, do you? Yeah,
No.
that.
No, I'm not wise
No.
at all.
Yeah, you are.
And if you listen to me, you should know this.
Okay, how about this, Owen? Do you have any fucking pet peeves about all this bullshit going out there?
That's better.
Uh,
What's annoying
it's
you?
not even a pet peeve, but I noticed something weird. This happened like a week ago. I'm driving through downtown Fort Wayne, and I swear to God, this motherfucker, he was driving in front of me. He was social distancing from me in his vehicle. Like, we're going right by the library. We're the only two cars on the road. It was like at 10 a.m. It was early and it was dead. We're the only two cars on the street. He put his turn signal on, but he never like really stopped. He just went down to doing like 7 or 8 miles per hour, and I'm like, I'm just on a cruise. I don't have shit to do, so like I'm not in a hurry either. So like I slow down to that, and then like he doesn't ever pull in the parking space, but he kind of does, and then he just stopped, and then I don't use the other lane to go around. Like I just stop too, and then this went on for like a minute.
He thought you were
And
fucking
so,
after him.
but I didn't have anything to do, and I didn't want to drive fast and waste gas. So, and this motherfucker, like, so he does get into a parking space, and then I just cruise on. I'm doing like 15, 20 miles per hour down this road, and then he pulls out, and then I hit a stop light, and he didn't pull up behind me at the stoplight. Like, he distanced himself like
Whoa.
50 feet behind me. I'm like, is this shit for real?
This is.
But
Wow.
no, just people are weird right now. And like, okay, I go to the Hood Walmart because it's closer to my house. But one day I went out to like the Myers out on Illinois Road, which is a lot nicer.
Yeah.
And like, it was the first day people started wearing masks. And I'm like, what are these fucking white people with these masks doing out here? Like, I haven't seen this yet. But it caught up like a week after that at my Hood Walmart. All my black friends, all my black family, they're all wearing masks out there. So
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
that's funny as
well,
fuck.
yeah, it's crazy. I live in a small town, and that shit caught on the next day. The next day when they said CDC recommends that you wear a mask over your freaking mouth hole, and then the next day where everybody's wearing them, and I'm like, okay,
do you guys have masks?
I do,
Nope.
I do.
How'd you get it?
Well, I don't have. It's just a face covering. You don't have to have surgical. You don't have to have
Right,
apocalypse
right.
mask. But you can have a cowboy. Just do a cowboy bandana, and people are happy. You're just not coughing into the air. You're coughing into your. You're not. It's not to
Oh,
protect you. It's to protect everybody else. That's
who the
what.
fuck walks out in the general public going all over? Like, come on, use some
I can
common
name
sense.
many faceless fucks out there
Well,
that do that. Okay.
fuck them.
All I know is it's like, well, you don't even have to cough out in the air. Let's just say that you just coughed a little bit and it fell onto a cup that was in front of you and they picked it
I
up.
get you. I get you.
You know, there's
I was just trying to be humorous. I'm sorry.
good try, man. That was a good solid try. Hell yeah.
Don't
Uh
cough on people.
yeah,
Yeah,
don't cough
don't do
on.
that.
Yeah. And I seen a you know where they put the tape on the ground and they say 6 feet
Yeah.
away, right? They did that, but there was two ATMs next to each other, and the 6 foot distances were right, but long ways they were right next to each other, so people are still
Yeah.
standing next to each other and
Oh
shit.
It
God.
said, I guess the coronavirus can't go diagonally.
Yeah, I seen that.
Oh,
I thought that was awesome. I thought that was
Oh,
awesome. Yeah, it's a weird world right now, and
it is.
I don't know how we're gonna bounce back. All I know is that, we're supposed to be getting some sort of compensation. The stimulus is coming, and if you're getting unemployment, you're getting unemployment. But yeah, I see a lot of good coming out of this though. I mean, things are going to change for good mostly, environmental wise or health wise and shit. But
Yeah, I think people are going to be more conscious of just their health, and then I think people are just going to be nicer to each other because shit could end. So why not
Yeah.
be nice to strangers?
oh yeah, we all learned that we're all human just now.
Yeah.
Just now in 2020, we're like, holy shit, this thing doesn't discriminate. And that's one thing I've always said. It's like, to bring people together, you need a common adversary. Okay. I thought fucking aliens was going to come first, but I guess a virus will work.
Yeah, because those pussies that didn't storm Area 51, they just stood
Yeah.
outside and had a little barbecue.
Yeah.
They were all talking about, oh, we're going to fucking bust through the gates. They ain't stopping us. Yeah, they
They didn't,
stopped you.
they didn't do anything. They didn't do
I
shit.
stopped you before you even started.
That seems like it was so long ago.
Mm-hmm.
And it wasn't that long ago, but it seems like it was like years ago now.
It was last September. Last September. Holy crap! It wasn't. It wasn't that long ago. It's like, yeah. So, we have a common adversary, and everybody's starting to band together in certain ways or another, and help out, and it's good. It's good. I mean, shit. This is positive too. I have all this free time to do all this fun. Oh, look at all this fun that we're doing. You know.
All the podcast fun.
Yeah, I've been playing way too many video games. Starting to build a
Yeah.
treehouse. Building a treehouse for the kids.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
It needs to be a little warmer outside. We had those 2 days where it was like 70 and it was so nice.
Yeah, that's when I
Now it's been
started.
yeah.
It's been shit storms out there. Fucking uh I actually traveled out of state this week,
Where'd
believe
you
it or
go?
not. So my father-in-law, he is a semi-truck driver. He pulls mobile homes to spot A to spot B, right? Well, it's an
Mhm.
oversized load, and oversized loads need escort drivers. So those drivers that are in front and back, right? And I got to be an escort driver all the way to Michigan,
Devin was an
Alpena,
escort.
and so we went to Alpena, Michigan, and
Is that like north, or like
north,
where is that
north.
in
It's
Michigan?
it's
Okay.
north, man. It's up there. And I didn't get out. I only got out to pump gas a couple times, but I'd seen no other humans the whole way. And
What'd you listen to?
what I listened to, CB radio and NPR the whole fucking way.
Hey,
NPR is actually really good. Hey,
I like NPR.
damn. Hey, what's up? Oh, Ninja G's followed us on Twitch. What's up, man? Hell yeah.
Boom,
Uh,
boom.
but yeah, so I took that whole trip up there and back, and it was like I barely seen anything. Everybody had masks on the street and the sidewalks. That's crazy because that's
Wow.
dense populated territory up there.
Right.
Okay, so let's do this, guys. Let's play Coronavirus is over, where America's starting to get back up. You guys have had 4 weeks of a full work, paychecks, all that stuff. Vacation time. Where's the first destination you guys are going?
I'll Devin, you go.
Oh, vacation time. I'm going to the beach, man. I would say
Beach.
Wrightsville Beach, North Carolina. That's
North
where I
Carolina.
used to go there when I was in the army, and that was the best beach ever. I fucking loved it.
Sweet.
Yeah. So there,
Owen?
Wrightsville Beach.
I
With
probably uh I hit up my cousin. She lives in Columbus and I haven't seen her for like 10 years. I hit her up like last week. I'm like, once this shit's over, like we're gonna get the family together. They've never met. We're gonna just go bowling, go out to eat, and just do a little 1 day thing.
That's awesome. That'd be a fun
Yeah.
time.
That's good,
Yeah.
man. Oh, yeah, where you going, Josh? Where's your vacation?
I would go to Chicago.
Why Chicago?
I had to go see Leslie's brother,
Oh, that's
and
cool.
just the area he lives in, I really like it, and it's really cool.
How's he
Just
doing
get
over
pizza.
there? Isn't that like a big hot spot?
They're doing okay. I mean, it is what it is. They're doing what they need to. They're working from home. Uh, Other than that, he's worried more about their parents here, which we are too. But they're doing okay right now.
That's good, man.
Nothing big worried about. We're gonna have Easter over there, just the family, you know.
Hey, Owen, you got any of the same crew from back in the day that you stay in touch with or anything like that?
Man, yeah, like Joe Lindsay, he lives
Yeah.
like just a couple blocks from me. I go hang out in his basement, usually like once a week. Uh,
Joe
Lame
Lynn.
ass Dan Layman. He's still my best buddy, although I don't see him that much.
I talked to him a couple times.
Oh,
He's been through some shit, man. So
Yeah.
yeah, I haven't seen him in a minute. Like last time I seen him, it's when I just got out of the military and went and visited him up in Elkhart.
hmm
And this was like shit. I think he was with Ashley number two at the time. They were
Ashley
just like
number two, I was just gonna ask.
and had another baby and stuff. But you know, shit's different now. But yeah, I would love to have him on the show. I would like
I
to
know.
talk. I just want to have him in general. I've had this guy when I lived in Syracuse. One day I came home and he'd stay with me all the fucking time. One day I came home and I seen his car in the driveway, but I couldn't find Dan. And I couldn't find him. He was up in my tree drunk as shit.
Yeah,
I had like
yep.
I had a pallet up there, it all screwed up like a platform, and we go up there and hide, and do whatever. And then, but I found him up in there. He was all drunk as hell. I'm like, "What are you doing, dude? I just got off of work. How long you been here? A couple hours. Fuck, dude. Nope. Nobody's home.
That
Nobody's
dude,
home."
he can go 0 to 60 real quick.
No,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
no.
We've Dan and I have had some funny ass times. Funny ass times. It's good shit. He's a good dude too.
He
Always
is.
always
Yeah.
positive, always has a smile on his face, always wanting to make somebody laugh.
Do you
Man, I love
remember
Remember?
that
how he
guy.
would just jump behind the counter at Dairy Queen and start working? Not even
Yeah.
clock in. He would
Yeah,
just be like,
he's
"Oh,
just
I'll help you guys."
I'm like, dude, Dan, clock in if you're gonna
Yeah.
work. No, no, I'm
No,
good. I'm
no, don't
good.
worry about it.
I don't got nothing to do. I got nothing to do.
Uh,
How much
Yeah,
free food did we give away? Like Jesus.
too
tons.
too
Like
I'm
much.
surprised they were still in business by the time we all left.
like because
I,
it
I
was just like us and like Chris Saran was our manager at night. Like how did that function as a business?
how
It was a terrible business model.
there
It
was
was.
times where I would have at least 6 ice cream cakes with dicks drawn on them in my aunt's freezer at a
Yep.
time. Oh, there's a mistake.
Yep. I'd have like at least one of my buddies come in and get a Deveroburger, and that was a heart attack and a half. And then
They
Oh
were
yeah.
so good. Dairy
yeah,
Queen's got the best burgers still to
yeah,
this day.
till this day.
I miss their steak sandwich they had.
Oh, the
Oh
steak
yeah.
steak milk
Oh, that was
basket.
so good. It
That's
would
when I
give you a
discovered.
heart attack
Yeah.
quick.
I discovered A1 and French fries then, and that's the
Ooh.
best. A1 and
Ooh,
French
yeah, it
fries.
is.
Oh my God. Yeah, but yeah, those were some good times. I missed it. I remember microwaving every child's toy for fun. I had a diorama of just melted toys in my locker. It was awesome. Uh, but yeah, yeah. I mean, shit. There was quite a few people that worked there that deserve that job, and that job
Uh,
is undeserving anyway. But man, yeah, we had quite a lineup, didn't we?
we
Yeah.
did.
I think we should have a reunion with some of them that we can still keep in contact with.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Bring them on the show, talk to them.
Like
See,
who
Owen,
was there? I don't like my memory is so bad. I remember you guys and Chris Saran,
Yep.
Lucia Torres, and then
Yep.
after that, I have no idea who else worked there. I know there are more people, but
Like
I don't know who they were.
Ritter and
Oh yeah, he worked there.
Adam Cheeber. He worked there a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, he did too. Yes.
um, let's see the Danielle Dono.
Yup.
Gosh, geez,
Remember she
there's.
showed us her boobs at Dairy Queen like multiple times.
And I didn't even know it was happening until it was too late.
that's life of a high schooler.
It's like what the hell? I know that.
Remember,
Go ahead.
Remember that time you got that new car, Owen, and you showed up to Dairy Queen? You're like, "Hey guys, jump in!" And I was like, "Cool, I'm gonna Hawaii 5-0 this bitch." And I jumped in the back and I cracked that one spot, and you looked at me and you go, "I just got it, man!"
I don't remember it. It's
And
all
then we
good.
drove away. It was really fun.
Hell yeah.
That was fun.
I felt so bad though. I've held that in for so long. Thank you for letting me get that out.
I remember
Yeah,
having a
shit happens.
boxing match. We moved everything in the dining room to the corners, and we just had a boxing match in the middle of the dining room.
I don't recall that.
I
Yeah,
don't
because
remember that one either.
yeah, because Dustin Gibson, he got clocked real hard. I don't know by who, but he got clocked hard, and he went into beast mode and started fucking the dude up. It was awesome. Yeah, because Dustin Gibson used to work there. Oh, Tommy's brother, Tommy Gibson's brother.
Crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, we had a lot of buddies. Shit, we talked to Palmer. Palmer Short used to work there, and we still get a hold of him. He does some art. He does art on Instagram, and sells it and stuff. That's pretty good. But yeah, I like your career choice there, Owen. You've gotten a good path on you. I like it.
Yeah.
It's
And we would
bullshit.
actually
It's bullshit.
I mean,
It's
I'm
bullshit.
kind of I guess I'm kind of speaking out of turn for Devin, but I think we should have you back on and we could discuss a little more of that stuff.
Woot woot.
Because,
Anytime.
do a little longer one. It would be fun. Good
yeah.
catching
down.
up. Owen's been a fun, we've reconnected in the past 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Just
think
like
2 weeks.
you've got to see my drunk videos already.
Yeah.
Shit.
Good.
And then
You're in
he
the-
hit
you're in
me
the
up with
club.
some slang I had no idea existed, and I was just like, I don't know, bro. Cool. Yeah.
I mean,
I
didn't
wook
know you
up.
could
I
play
woke up
guitar.
the next day and I tried to reread some of those messages. I'm like, what the fuck was I trying to say here? So then I'm like,
No.
I'm not even gonna read them. I'm like, fuck it, forget shit.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that was awesome.
Oh man. Well, hell yeah, Owen. Hell yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're actually
Thank you
guys.
so much.
Yeah, you're not totally insane yet. At least
Oh,
on the surface.
right. I keep that shit in, man.
Yeah, you gotta swallow all your feelings, man. That's what I do. Ball
Right.
them up in your stomach. But yeah, I'm glad you're doing good. I'm glad you're still you're being vigilant. You can only do what you can. Same here.
Mhm.
Same on all three of our angles here. You only can
Yeah.
do what you can. So, but hell yeah, hell yeah. So yeah, you want to do another show?
Bring
Yeah,
it on. I'm
okay.
down.
You're down. Hell
Well,
yeah, hell yeah.
both of us will be in contact with you coming up, and we'll try to set something up.
Yeah.
Cool.
And we game a lot. I don't know if you game, but we game a lot. We like to do.
I'm not a gamer.
Not a
Not a
gamer.
gamer.
Man.
You should be.
Yeah, he plays NBA.
I probably should be.
NBA
I would-
2K20.
I play
or something.
2K when I go to Joe's house. I play it there with him, but man, I don't know.
That's the only thing I stream. That and Far
You
Cry
stream
5.
it? Oh
Yeah.
shit!
He streams it.
I'll check
so-
you out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
What position do you play when you're playing 2K? What's your go-to?
My guy's a point guard at 6'6".
Nice.
Dude, he is beast mode 2000.
Does he have
Yeah.
handles? Does he fast?
Oh, he's
Like,
get on there and watch me play it.
I'll watch you.
Because
I like playing the point.
I've started. I took all the dunks and I bought Kobe and Jordan, and I was just like, fuck it, those are all I need. And I just
Right.
made all my dunks those, so he'll be flying out of nowhere and just jump. It's amazing.
The fucking
I
NBA
enjoy it.
Jam.
I'll
You go
definitely check
NBA
it out.
Jam on him. Full court
Oh,
dunk.
dude.
That's
Yeah, and
no
I get
play.
pissed off. You hear me yell at the actual players, and like I tell you what I think about the player.
Oh, it's so annoying.
Yeah.
I mean,
I
it's,
like the
it's
Kyrie
entertaining.
build. Like, Kyrie is a point guard on that game. I think he is fucking spectacular.
He
Except
is.
his defense sucks, but
Yeah, I like to pick Kyrie because he
Yeah.
gets all pissed, especially after the third one. He starts
Right.
throwing his stupid little animated arms in the air. What you
Damn.
doing, man?
Not a foul.
Goddamn.
Well,
That's not foul.
It looks like that you need to become a gamer just so you can help us cope. That's what happens.
Yeah.
That's what
It'll
will
help your
happen.
wife will enjoy you a little more. She won't hate you so much.
Right.
Oh,
You'll
she'll
be
probably hate
fine.
you that you were on video games. That's another thing because it's like you're always in my face. Go find something to do. Plays video games for 2 hours. You're always on that fucking game. Oh,
She's like the type of chick like if I didn't talk to her, if I could just deliver her food for her to eat, but didn't like actually talk to her, it could go on for like 3-4 weeks, and she'd be so happy with it. Like,
that
like
sounds like the
she
perfect
doesn't want to talk to
relationship.
me. She doesn't want to talk to me.
See, buy a game system.
Yeah. Then you got something to
Shit.
talk about. I got you. I
Yeah.
got something for you to talk about.
We'll talk to you all day long.
Talking to my
Hey,
homies. Shit. Well, Owen, hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I can't wait to have you on again. Probably at a longer time. We got another guy that's coming up that he's probably waiting in the wings right now. But
Yep.
dude, hit us up. Definitely.
I will.
Yeah. Keep watching.
Awesome.
We enjoyed it. Thank you so much for your time. And I think we're gonna go to commercial.
All right.
Peace out,
Bye.
y'all.
See you, Owen.
Later.
Take it easy.